And good morning from Scotty Ray and Candace. It is what day of the week?
Thursday.
Okay, some days I do get confused.
Thursday.
This is, and I hope you'll get a chance to partake of it, this is National Day of Prayer in the United States. And I brought this up earlier. Meridian used to do a little thing downtown where people would get together at lunch and recognize that.
Yeah.
I have not heard that being done this year. And I've asked several people, so I guess it's a no-go?
Okay. I hadn't heard anything about it either, so I guess it is a no-go.
And I don't know whether it had to do with COVID and...
Yeah, unless we just missed it. If somebody knows and
Yeah.
maybe there is something going on, just shoot us a little comment.
Yeah, we'd like to know about that. Breaking news just a moment ago. Let's see here. Let's pull this up. This is coming in from Clark County Hot Topics. There's been a school bus accident this morning in Clark County, and this is near Shibuda, and this does involve a Quitman school bus. As you pull this up, 2 people have been taken to the hospital. No serious injuries, but transported to the hospital nonetheless, but did involve a school bus.
It's like they ran into the back.
Yeah.
Ran right under that.
So hope everything works out well with that, and I think all kids are okay. There was no mention of any of the kids being hurt in the story, so that's good news.
Yes, very good news.
That. Well, as we said, we had some exciting news to tell this morning, and if you read the headline, here in a couple of weeks, we're also going to be broadcast on local television. Can you believe that, Candace?
I know.
So,
it'll be good though. I think it'll get more out. More people watching.
We'll remain here. We'll be here every morning just like we are, but local television will also carry us, and this is where we'll be. We'll be on Me TV here in Meridian. You'll find us on 24.3 on your antenna, or you can go to Comcast Cable at 248 or Max South at 114. So that is a pretty big deal for us. We're proud of that, of being added to this.
Yes, I think it's going to be a really good thing.
So have you ever been on television before?
Just when we went to do something for our work, we went to the TV station and spoke about some things, like an event that we were having. But
I swore I thought she was going to say it was when the tornado blew over and they interviewed me. I really thought that was coming.
yeah, that would be me.
You know how all Southerners are interviewed? Yep, I was just sitting there.
Yeah,
Here it
I was sitting there and I saw it coming. Told everybody to take cover. Get your helmet.
But we are so excited about this. It adds another level. Plus, also, 2430 will also have us for severe weather moving forward. We'll be a part of the weather team of helping with the weather team there also. So, good news in a lot of ways there.
It is. It's really good news.
So that is going on, and we appreciate it. Can't do it without each and every one of you. But again, I want to stress we'll be right here just like we are. We'll be broadcasting from our same studio.
Now, it'll be earlier, though, right?
Yes, we're going to be moving the time to 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. So we'll back up 30 minutes for programming time to make it fit.
From 8:30 to 8.
Think about what you just said. You said from 8:30 to 8.
No, from 8:30.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
what we are
Back
now.
it up, yeah.
We're going to be on at 8. That's what I meant.
Got
I'm
me all
sorry.
confused. I was thinking, how did I do that?
When you said 8:30 to 9, or you know what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
We're going to be on at 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
Starting on the 17th.
Just leave it on about 7, just to be on the safe side.
Yeah.
But as always, the first couple days, look for some technical difficulties with me because it could happen.
Yeah.
I got to hit the right buttons. So we're excited to be joining them all the way around. So it's a big deal. So check it all out, and you'll be able to see a little bit more. And I think the only bad news is I think we'll take the place of Perry Mason.
Okay.
Do y'all see it in her eye? I can see it.
I've watched Perry Mason now.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know what else he used to do?
No, I don't.
You do too.
No, I don't.
Come on, the
What?
big show after that where he went on to be, and it was boring. I never liked it.
What?
Ironsides. That
No,
guy.
I did not watch that for sure.
You
I've never
did
even
not
heard of that. No. Perry Mason I did hear of, and I did watch that when I was younger, but it was like black and white.
Yeah, it was black and white.
Right.
But
Yeah.
Ironside. I thought you really watched that.
I did not watch it. I'm sorry.
But
Y'all
of course,
know I'm behind on all the stuff that.
of course, they
Scotty Ray
carry Andy Griffith in a lot of great shows, and I'm trying to think,
love Andy Griffith.
was this just really a hidden message of we're just classics, and they didn't want to tell me that we're old and crusty?
I don't know. That could be it, Scotty Ray. I mean, I
I'm
do feel
joking.
over the hill, especially lately. I don't know.
Oh, Candace come rolling in here on 3.5 wheels just a second ago.
I did. I said, I was booking it this morning running behind.
What put you behind?
I really don't know. I mean, I got up at like 5:15 this morning, so I have no idea. I don't know. I think sometimes when I think I got a little extra time, I kind of don't go as fast getting ready. You know? And so then the next thing I know, it's like time to go out the door, and I'm going, get your bag, get in the car, you know. So anyway, I made it though.
I think we all are guilty of that. I got up at 3:30. Got me a glass of water, and I felt pretty good, and I laid back down, and then I got back up at 4:15. I was like, I want to really stay here a while longer, but I got on up.
Oh my God, I don't know how you do it getting up. You say you get up early though.
Yeah,
really, really early. I need to.
Well, you have to go through all the things that are going on, make sure that you got the most recent. And, you know, back in the radio days, I lived 50 miles away, and I had to drive into Meridian. And you told me I had to really get up early. You had to be rolling.
Scotty Ray is a very dedicated to this show and everything else he does person. Because I'm telling y'all, he works on stuff like this all day.
It takes
every day. And so, yeah, it takes a lot just to do a show like this in the morning.
Yeah, an hour long takes probably 5.5 hours each day to get it ready for the next day, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah.
Then you got other things you got to do that I sometimes don't get to.
Yeah.
But I try.
I know what you mean. I have got to go get a birthday present. Well, there's several birthdays this month we've got to deal with. Mother's Day, and then, you know.
Oh, yeah, don't you forget about Mother's Day today.
I didn't forget. I just am, you know.
What you getting your mama?
I don't know yet. I don't know.
Picture me?
Because she's watching, I'm sure, so I can't tell you if I did. No. But I don't know what I'm getting yet.
You didn't even hear anything I said there, did you?
What? No, I didn't.
See, what?
No, because you over here, like, what'd you say?
I just said you going to get her a picture of me.
Oh, yeah, I'll give you a picture. I'm going to get you a picture of Scotty Ray, Mama.
Speaking of birthdays, I always thought this guy was one of the coolest there ever was. Bob Seger celebrates a birthday today.
Okay.
He was born in, 1945, I think is when he was. Would you credit his biggest hit still being Night Moves? Or was Old Time Rock and Roll? Which one's bigger?
Probably the Old Time Rock and Roll, I would think would be bigger.
What's his name in the underwear sliding across the floor made that real famous? What was his name?
Tom Cruise.
Tom Cruise.
Lots of people have reenacted that, you know, throughout the years.
Let's see. Also, a local birthday, I want to say happy birthday. Joe Williams out of the Piggly Wiggly Collinsville. Joe is having a big old birthday.
Well, happy birthday, Joe. I hope you have a wonderful day.
I didn't ask Joe how old he's going to be. A heartthrob for a lot of ladies. George Clooney is having a birthday today. Now, his political views are way out there in compared to mine, but nonetheless, he is a great actor. I'll give him that.
Yeah, I used to watch him on ER.
Oh, that was when
But I think he was on Roseanne years ago. Yeah, wasn't he Jackie's boyfriend or something at one time? Or
I don't know.
Yeah, I think he was.
Really?
I think he was on Roseanne, if I'm not mistaken.
And I have to be honest about this. I was never a Roseanne fan because it really began, in my opinion, I remember watching it back in the day thinking, up until that point, all television had been kind of pretty good, and it took families to a different, it was not nasty, but
I know what you're talking about.
It wasn't wholesome. And I didn't like that. And
gruff. She's gruff.
Yeah,
and always was.
You know, and I hate that she lost her television show over the stuff over Donald Trump, but I was never a fan of that. And I still don't watch it. And I know it was a big hit in America, but it wasn't for me.
I watched it some, but, you know, she rubbed me the wrong way, like with her, what was it that she did, the Star Spangled Banner?
Yeah, she spit and then
sung
held and done.
Like the way she did it. I mean, that was just like disrespectful, total disrespect.
Yeah.
You know, I don't know if she was trying to be funny or just was trying to be disrespectful. I don't know, but it come off that way. Disrespectful, not funny.
I can't, I ain't a fan. There's a lot of you that love her, I know. So God bless you there. Let's see. Willie Mays, a big baseball player, also scored today, had a birthday. And you remember the name Orson Welles?
Yes, I do.
Orson Welles' birthday was today. He died in 85. That's been, can you believe Back to the Future and all that?
Wasn't he the one that...
War of the Worlds, done all that radio stuff.
But didn't he have anything to do with Dallas? Did he have anything to do with something like that?
No, I'm aware of.
No?
He didn't hang out with Bobby that I know of. And he wasn't Ray Krebs having the affair with the little girl.
I know he wasn't on Dallas. But I thought maybe he had something to do with that.
I don't think so.
Okay.
So who was your favorite character on Dallas? Was it JR? Was it Bobby? Or was it the little wimp?
I always liked Pam.
Pam?
I always liked her. Because
Victoria Principal.
She wasn't like evil acting or anything. She was like the most neutral one. I don't know. But now to look at her now, I know she's aged, but
is she gracefully?
She's had a lot of plastic surgery. She's not as, to me.
You know, and she jumped up in the Playboy magazine too. I don't know if you.
She?
Oh
I didn't know
yeah,
that.
she sure did.
I didn't know that.
And then what was Linda Gray was the counterpart to.
Yeah.
She just
I
drank.
liked JR though. I thought he was,
You couldn't
I
help
liked
but
his
like him.
Yeah, I know. I loved that show. I mean, it was just a every week thing. I would sit and watch it with my mama. Watch it.
And back in the day, any football game that you went to played the Dallas theme. That was just like I remember hearing that at football games when I was a kid.
Oh yeah.
But long time. We need to say some good mornings. We got a few folks. Let me move up here where you can read some of the stuff going on. See, Charlene Gaddy is at it. Also, Armand is back with us this morning. Good morning to you. Armadillo.
Like the animal.
That's right.
Yeah. Joan McDonald, good morning to you. And Debbie Penny, she's watching from Shucktown, Mississippi. Good morning.
Terry Carter is with us also. And let's see here. Good morning to Larry Smith up in Adam.
Sally Long says, congratulations. Thank you very much. We're excited about it.
Yeah.
Tiffany Crawford Allen says that it's so exciting and that she's proud for us.
Thank you. Let's see here. Joan McDonald is watching along with Charlene Etheridge. Good morning and a congratulations from her also.
Good morning. Donna Hawkins says congratulations also. Thank you very much. And let's see.
Donna Sue
Peoples. I always say Peoples. I'm sorry. She says, great, moving on up.
Oh, all I hear now is George Jefferson.
Yeah.
Moving on up. Gosh,
we need to make that our theme song.
that was a good one, wasn't it? We finally got a piece of the pie. Good morning to my mother-in-law, Miss Barbara Sue. How are you today? Hope she's doing good.
Miss Barbara Vick says good morning and congratulations. Thank you.
And let's see here. Mac and Betty Phillips, congratulations. Appreciate y'all watching. I can't get it out.
Regina Creel says she only trusts you, Scotty Ray.
Well, I appreciate that.
Oh, and she mentioned me too. Thank you.
There you go. Hang in there with us.
I'm just his little sidekick, so.
Oh, you all a part of it now.
Miss Linda Jane, she says that she says I miss the news. I don't know what she's talking about. Like if she misses like news or I don't know.
Maybe it's the Bad News Bears that she's missing.
I don't know.
I had to ask Linda Jane.
Armadillo says I need to get a life-size cutout to give my mom.
Yeah, that would be good.
I might do that. I don't know. Milton Seville, good morning. And Linda Culpepper says good morning and congratulations.
Let's see. John Marshall is watching us. Happy birthday to Jessica Estes from John Marshall. And also, let's see here. Elmer Talbert is watching from Mac's Truck Stop. Good morning to y'all.
From his Mac truck.
His Mac truck.
He's
Okay.
in a truck, I
Okay.
guess. Yeah, that's dedicated, man.
It is. We
Thank you
appreciate
very
that.
much. Terry Carter, congratulations on the new show, she says. Thank you very much. And Kim Volking says good morning.
Right. So we'll let you know when we get the exact date that we'll go on the air with them. We got a few things to work out with signals and all that kind of stuff. But we'll get that worked out before long. But it is coming. A big addition to this. And again, we'll also be covering weather with them. Severe weather with 2430 on the hill. So looking for a great partnership out of this.
Yeah,
and,
I think it's going to be a good
We'll have
thing.
we'll have John or somebody come out and talk with us before long, and the GM of the station, and talk more about it with us. Good morning from Macon, Mississippi. Macon's a great place if you hadn't been in a while. Pat Banks watching from Macon. Appreciate that. Let's see what else is going on this morning across here. Poplar Springs. We did have two schools. Let me close this so we can, that did not make it to school because of power this morning. It was Oakland Heights and Marion Park will remain closed today because of the power outage.
Okay.
Clarkdale is back in school this morning. By now you know that, but because it is on up in the morning, isn't it?
It is, yeah.
If you ain't at school and you're supposed to be there, it's called skipping.
Yeah, you about 45 minutes late.
I can't imagine. How did that work out for you when you were in high school? Did you actually make that bail?
Yeah, well, I made the first one, but I was running late between classes all the time because I'd get out in the hallway and we'd get out there and be talking.
And you just couldn't get there.
Yeah, and we had our lockers, and so we'd be getting our stuff in and out of our lockers and talking. And yeah.
Were you like some girls that always talk the little boys into toting their books to them for classes? Did you do that a lot?
No, I toted
Come on, be honest with me.
I'm honest with you. I toted my own books. I didn't need nobody toting my books.
I was curious what went on there.
Yeah.
All right, let's check some power outages here of what we've got. Numbers are slowly coming down. Of course, this storm hit, a day and a half ago. Yeah. We are down to 868 with EMEPA here. As we zoom in on this, look at some of these. It's just, you don't feel as good when you don't have your power to get your shower and your coffee and all the things. So we understand grumpiness across Mississippi. There's still about 30,000 Mississippians without power, a few left in Alabama. As we look at our outage map here, a few folks out here in Tumsuba, out by Lauderdale and Kewanee without it. NAS Meridian has some power outages also. As we go out here west toward Collinsville, still some more people through Nellyburg over in this area here. And then south of town, we still got some down here near Arundel Road, Wolf Springs. And let's zoom in here and see what this little...
Zero.
Yeah. And then this is going to be out by Bonita Lakes, following 19 there, just north of there, Highway 496. And they're working on it.
Yeah, just be patient with them. Try to be patient. I know it's aggravating not having power. That'll put you in a bad mood quick.
It will.
Especially if you lose all your stuff in your refrigerator and your freezers and stuff. If you hadn't been able to save that, that's very aggravating.
Because, if you don't have a generator to keep that going, it's not going to last very long.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I would hate to think, the big freezers of what it would cost to refill one up at this point. I cannot imagine.
I don't know, but does insurance cover? I know that sounds like a crazy question.
No, it was going through my head.
Does insurance cover like loss of
food
stuff in your freezers? And I don't know if that would cover that. I know it covers damage to your home, but
like $500 does not cover anything when it comes to a pile of meat in a freezer.
Yeah, if you think about it, if you have a stocked freezer full of stuff, as expensive as things are.
Because I got a cow in one of mine, and that was an expensive old cow.
Oh yeah, I know it is because I've seen the sheet with the prices on them.
So I got that over there. I got 2 freezers going on. I think maybe 3. I don't know, but I'd sure hate to lose them.
Right.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. We had I think our most damage was our camper awning. So, because I know that's not going to be cheap. It ripped it completely off.
You can't,
and it wasn't even. We didn't even have it out. It was rolled up and locked. I have no idea how that happened.
You can't be Betsy Ross and sew it back together?
Oh, no. This is like torn completely all the way down. It was just hanging. It tore the frame up and everything.
I was reading something the other night, and I'm going to have to dig deeper into this. But there was a group of people trying to say that Betsy Ross had nothing to do with sewing the first flag of the United States.
Who was that?
It was on the internet, and I was reading it. It was getting me all miscombobulated.
Yeah, people just...
It was her, I think it was her son that first told the story of it. Of course, you can go to her house. That's a museum now that you can visit. But, I'm
convinced there's a group of people getting paid to just dig
Oh,
stuff
you know
up.
they are.
Does everyday people just sit at home and go, okay, I'm gonna prove them wrong. I'm gonna find out.
Throw a kink into it.
I'm gonna find out if Betsy Ross. I don't know. That's just crazy.
It's just far-fetched. That is a part of American history now. Or at least so we thought it was.
Yeah, it is.
And I've got a different twist this week on the podcast, Secrets from the South. If you haven't listened to that, have you ever heard of the Statue of Liberty standing for something else as a tribute to Satan?
No, I have not.
Oh, yeah. That's out there. I dig into that this week on Secrets from the South because of the sun, is because, of what Lucifer stood for. Mm-hmm. Listen to it this week if you get a chance. That thing, and there's people that believe that the Statue of Liberty is not a freedom, a symbol of freedom. It's a symbol to Lucifer. Shocked me. So I dove into that this week and we talked about that.
Goodness.
Let's see, Alicia Smith Fisher just got power. Congratulations on it. That's like you want to throw a party after you get your power back.
Oh, yeah. When I heard the smoke detector go, beep, in the middle of the night, then I was like, oh, we got power. Because everything was off anyway, except the night light. But anyway.
And again, if you woke up without power and would like power, talk to Chuck Sanders and the folks there at Sanders. They'll tell you more about those generators where you won't have that problem anymore. Pretty neat little thing there. Let's see what else is. You ever wanted to be, do you sleep pretty good?
I've started sleeping a little better, but not great, no.
I found a company that is looking for people they want to pay to take naps. They want to do studies. And here it is. And if you'll visit eachnight.com, you can fill out an application to be one of the folks that get paid to sleep. $1,500 is what they're going to pay for the study. So I don't know how many people they're taking, but
Right.
you got to be 18 years old or older to do it. Got to have strong English writing. Now,
I wonder, does it matter what time of the day you do it?
yeah, that's a good question.
It's like if you have a job and you take off work to go take a nap for,
Yeah, it probably won't go well.
that
Now,
probably would not be good.
Is it Mexico that takes a siesta every day at lunch? What country is that that's around lunch?
I think it is Mexico.
I'm kind of thinking we ought to adopt that tradition from them.
Yeah.
That would fit in.
I think so too. I think that would be a good
A
thing.
little break for everyone. But again, the name of that website that you would want to, if you want to apply, it couldn't hurt. $1,500 just to sleep. Eachnight.com. If you want to visit them and fill out an application to be paid to take a nap, and for 30 days you got to do it consecutively, is what it says.
And have strong English writing skills.
Yeah. So no strong Southern English skills. They're saying English. And no rap mixed in, like, yo, what's up? You got to talk a little bit different there. So there you go.
Goodness.
That's a pretty good one there.
Yeah.
Have you seen this yet of Joe telling another story yesterday? Have you seen the headlines on all this?
I had not until you brought this up. So
But he gave a speech yesterday, and he brought up an Amtrak thing. And as we well know with Joe, he just can't pull it off and it all be correct. He almost lives through other people. He'll
Yeah.
hear a story that somebody else told, and he makes it his.
well, you know,
Now-
Kamala Harris did the same thing.
Sure did.
About when I was a little girl
And the little girl story was
in a
not true.
stroller.
And
Yeah.
we're still trying to figure out if popcorn is real or not,
Oh,
and the
I
chain
know.
link fence.
Right.
But it was just countless stories that now if you do podcast or things that that's what that stuff is. But the president of the United States. Here's the headline on this. He did this story yesterday about traveling on Amtrak, and he met up with a guy that worked there. The only problem was the timeline that he gave. The guy had already been retired during this time frame, and the guy's mama was dead, so she did not meet him at the Amtrak. Couldn't have.
I just wonder, is that something that he's messed up in his head?
But he's been doing it even back 20 years ago. He was doing this also.
Well, yeah, he was. I mean, he got caught like,
Lie after lie.
he did.
And I call them lies. I don't know if you would refer to this as embellishing a story or
Well,
if
when
it's a
he-
flat out lie.
Well, he claimed he went to school, like finished in his class a certain
Yeah,
number, and he didn't. And
It was somebody else, if I remember right. wasn't
yeah,
it?
that was a total exaggeration there. But yeah, I mean, why would you do that as president of the United States? You know, everything's under a microscope. You know, people are going to be fact checking you.
Yeah.
You know, why?
Speaking of
Why would you
fact
do
checking,
that?
this is interesting. LaWanda Grantham just posted that she said, look up Paul Revere's ride. She said, I always believed it was 2 riders. Now they're saying it was 4 men and one 16-year-old girl that made that famous ride. One if by sea, 2. How did it go?
Oh, Lord,
I had to
don't
learn
ask me.
that in school.
Yeah.
1 if by land, 2 if by sea, and run if there's a third light. I'd have to go back and read the whole story of Paul Revere.
I
That
don't
midnight
know.
ride of Paul Revere.
Yeah. That was some of that history that wasn't my favorite. So,
But there were countless heroes that made America what it is today. We cannot tear down our heritage. We cannot tear down our statues. We cannot erase how we became what we are. It made us the country that we are and better.
but people are trying their best.
Oh, yeah.
They're trying their best to change everything.
Let me find.
Everything.
Let me find. Since we're on the subject of changing, let me find this story that that got my dandruff up a little bit earlier, and it makes you want to call these city councils and go, what are you thinking? What about this relates to America? Whether you believe in Columbus or not. But here it goes. We've got another city. New York schools have canceled Columbus Day and rebranded it Italian Heritage. Do you say that
Indigenous
in People's Day?
People's Day.
Why? It's Columbus. Columbus is credited for finding America. Maybe there's some other out there that came along before him, but he is credited regardless.
Right.
He was given the Nina, the Santa Maria, and what was the other one?
Lord, why, you ask me all these questions. Don't ask me no history questions
It was 3 ships. You know this.
anymore because I don't ever know. Lord, I don't.
But that's what goes on across America, and they are canceling that in New York City, and I hate that.
That's crazy to me. Why change the name of something? Just if you want to add to it, that also today, we're going to recognize. You know, why change it? It's aggravating. It really is. I'm just tired of all this crazy.
The Pinta was the other name of the other ship there.
Okay. Speaking of change, did you see Caitlyn Jenner last night with Sean Hannity?
I was shocked on some of the comments that I heard. Caitlyn or Bruce is a full-blown Republican.
Right.
Wants the wall.
Wants the wall against illegal immigration, all for the police, for extra security and extra police and the military to get involved with rights.
So what's going to happen in California?
And thinks that nothing that Biden has said or done so far is what they said has been positive. So but will California go for that? I don't know.
Because Bruce also said that he didn't believe that anybody that's had a sex change should be able to play in girls' sports. He didn't think it was fair.
Yeah, he thought that girls' sports should, they should, I guess, keep that traditional, the girls' sports thing. And I mean, I agree with that. I don't think there's any comparison in like a man and a woman competing against each other. I just think that's. But he kind of dodged that question, He really.
But I know in the headlines, it's been in the news. He said it somewhere this week, but he dodged it with.
He was speaking with somebody else when he said it, and so last night, one of our lights just kicked off. Yeah. But last night, he.
That might be why.
He kind of dodged the question that Sean kind of kept on trying to get him to answer. So. I'm gonna try to figure something out real quick. She's just to like disappear underneath the counter if she does this. You're gonna see her head and it's gonna go. There's no. I'm trying to find this cord.
There's no way to plug that up, Candace. That's like it's screwed to the bottom of the table that we're sitting at.
Well, how did that fall off?
It fell out.
Oh well.
You just gotta do without a light for a little while.
I'm fine with it.
But if you want to disappear,
it's okay.
The head.
No. I got Sophie over here in the floor. She loves to jump up my chair. I don't know.
We have to have our puppy dog up here with us each day.
Yes.
Telling that dog don't go nowhere since JJ passed away. I'm just.
You gotta get her a little friends.
We were looking, and JJ, for those who don't know, my little trooper that slept here on the counter and went everywhere. He was a Yorkie. Yorkie, yeah. And after I found out what Angie paid for him, I had an awful fit, but. She went to replace him, and I like to fell out. I'm not paying that. $1,500.
That's about because I saw another one, somebody else selling them, and actually the males were $1,500 and the females were $1,800.
Yeah, I can't do that.
I would pay that much for a dog, and I'd wake up the next day and something be wrong with it or something. I mean, that would be my luck.
But JJ was, that was 5-6 years ago. We get $600 for JJ, and I thought that was just ridiculous. But I liked the little fella,
right?
So I gave in on it. But $1,500. That's like a famous coon dog cost there.
Yeah, it is. They're sweet little dogs, though. I mean,
but $1,500 for a dog. I'm going to have to do without a dog. I see that now.
I don't think any price could replace JJ.
No, but I'd sure have to.
He'd spin around like a little tornado when he'd get excited. Just.
The cheapest doorbell I've ever had.
Yeah.
He could sense a car 3 miles. Let's see. Damon said, I paid $2,500 on a trip to Ohio for my Great Dane. That's a Scooby-Doo dog.
Yeah.
But you love your dogs, Oh,
yeah.
And I know people that have paid that more that are tickled over it. I just can't for a 4-pound, 5-pound dog.
That is a lot of money but people spend it all the time. It's just.
It's what you want, and wow. But man, that's a lot of money.
It is.
Let's
if anybody knows anybody selling any, let us know.
Yeah, because talk to Angie Ray.
Right.
She needs to get me a dog. As we head out to the Freeman Tractor. Where the grass is growing always. See Buttermilk today if you're in the line for a new lawnmower, and they're going like hotcakes. One of the biggest things that's out there. Of course, we're talking Exmark, and of course, you drive one as well.
Yeah, very fast.
A comfortable ride.
Yeah.
Safety features, you can even lock yourself down with a safety seatbelt nowadays. You didn't know they had those, did you?
I should have had mine on the other day.
$29.99 is what they are, starting out there. See them today. They've got different sizes all the way up to a 60-inch cut. And the Skag, the #1 brand in America, check those as well. They start at $46.99. Plenty to choose from there on the lot as tractors are rolling in daily if you're looking for cabin air. I think they had one left for cabin air if you're looking for one. Also, you can get any attachments you're looking for bush hogs that go on the front of your tractor to disc and bush hogs and bat wings, any of this that you might need, including your disc if you're doing gardens, hadn't gotten it done yet. They can do that with forks, all galvanized. Include the benching. Now, this is made in Texas, and they're hotcakes as well. Hadn't many of these stayed this year. You can order these with cab and air conditioner if you'd like that, or the regular traditional open cab. The 550, the 750 are the sizes you can choose from. All come with winches, different colors to choose from, and a great service department to take care of you. Freeman Tractor, Highway 494. Look, if you're going down 19, look for the fire department, hang a left, and drive till you see them.
That's right.
You'll see them out there doing something in the yard. They're always busy. Freeman Tractor there. Let's see, what have we got? I was trying to think of the one that you can find wonderful puppies and grown dogs at the shelters, and you can.
Yeah. I've known a lot of people who find the best little dogs at the shelter. And if you think about it, I mean, I'm on a site where you can go and you can look at them. You know, they got the cutest little dogs.
Yeah.
Because the thought of them putting them to sleep if somebody didn't adopt them out, you know, that's sad to me.
It is very sad. Do you do the treadmill thing?
No.
You ever fell off one?
Yes, I have.
Gotten your balance?
I tell you what I did. I was standing on one time at a friend's house when we were in like junior high school or something, and I accidentally hit the button thing, and I was like standing sideways on it, and I shot off the end. Yeah. But no, I don't do the treadmill thing. I did when I went to the gym some. I would do it, you know.
I would think your
I don't have one at
shoestring
home.
could really mess you up.
No, I mean, they're good for, you know, if I have a TV or something where I can watch, I'm fine with it. Or if I have earbuds or something in, I'm okay. But just sit there and
Otherwise,
walk, I mean, it would just,
if
I'd rather
you-
walk outside.
Yeah, if you walk every day and it rains, you got to switch to that. Some people
Yeah.
just will not touch them. But this is a major player in the world of this, and now they are backing up and recalling all 126,000 of these. They've had one death and numerous people hurt. And I don't know enough about it. And several people suggested if there's a problem with it, when you get through using it, unplug it.
Yeah.
But they have gone ahead and pulled them all back now. And this is that's the CEO of the company, and this is what they look like. And this is where you can do it with a trainer. It's got a video
Right.
screen in front of you.
I don't see how people are getting hurt. I
It's
can understand the kid thing.
It turned on by itself somehow and pulled him under.
Okay.
Am I understanding that right?
Okay, if it's turning on by itself, that would be an issue. But I don't know why it would do that.
Yeah, but they have recalled them all. So we'll watch that in the news and see where that goes. Their stocks have plummeted, and you can understand why.
Yeah.
Sheriff, they fell 14%. Probably going to fall further than that. Trump speaks out after yesterday of what happened. He said it's a disgrace by what Facebook did for still banning him. We'll watch that story also as this comes about and see what happens from the desk of Donald Trump.
Yeah.
Is it going to become more than just a place where you can go read his post to where you can be a part of it? We don't know yet.
See, I thought that's what he was introducing. It's
I did
like
too.
a social media site where people could get on there and speak their mind and not be canceled.
And maybe they're working on that and we just don't know.
Yeah.
But you do need a site where you can post your thoughts.
Yeah. TV network would even be good too for them,
Yeah.
they
I
wanted
think a lot of people are expecting Trump news to hit at some point, especially if he doesn't run for president again. I think you'll see that network, or Don Jr. or somebody jumping on that.
Oh, yeah.
So that's out there. Let's see what else is happening in the news stories. We brought this up, was it day before yesterday? Or was it yesterday?
It could have been yesterday, but we brought it up, though, nonetheless.
It's coming Saturday. If you're in the New York area, be on the lookout. They don't know exactly where this is coming, but this rocket from China is falling to Earth this weekend. So be ready.
That's really scary.
Yeah, that would do some damage. Didn't you say it was like 100-mile, wherever it hits, it's going to destroy?
They said that where it lands is going to possibly destroy 100-mile radius around it.
So
they're just talking about debris falling from it at these places. So is that correct?
That's the way I understand the story. But it's coming down, that's for sure. And so be on the lookout, and let's hope the U.S. military can scramble and shoot whatever's there before it gets to a level to where it would hit a populated area. That's what we hope there.
That would be awful, awful, awful.
Let's see here what else is happening here as we go across here. The family of the young lady, and I remember watching the Capitol, what they're calling the Capitol riots, to where that lady was outside the door trying to get in.
Yeah.
She didn't have a gun. She was just like with the other 100 people that were there at that door pushing against it, and she was trying to climb through it. She was shot and killed by a cop. The family now is suing. $10 million wrongful lawsuit has been filed.
Because, I mean, to me, she shouldn't have been climbing through the window.
She
for
should
sure.
not.
But she didn't. She wasn't armed.
No.
Or anything.
That's her
that we know
right.
of.
Right there is the picture of her with her backpack as she's going through that window there. Why wasn't a taser used in this?
Right.
I don't have the answers. I'm just asking, but and that's where she was shot and she fell back in. I don't. And then you had others that did make it in. The guy with the horns, that walked around, posed, and took pictures. Why wasn't he shot at as she was shot at? I don't understand.
It could just depend on the one that did the shooting. I mean,
Felt threatened that particular one.
I don't know. Maybe some people are not trained to handle
Protest,
situations like that. Situations that are, fast paced stuff happening. Maybe they need more training in that area. I don't know.
And then the opposite of this is a cop that, if you remember seeing this was in Atlanta, in that Wendy's parking lot, if I remember right. Yeah, here it is, the story there, where the cop and the guy resisted, and I didn't see that the cop done anything wrong. He got fired. They have reinstated him now. Now I think they're going to end up charging him. We'll see where this ends up in the long run. Yeah, he's been charged with murdering, but I saw the cop being as nice as he absolutely could, and the guy took off running, and we'll see. It goes to court, and you can't do anything until it goes to court before a jury of your peers. Right. We'll see. That's out there. LeBron James, boy, he has made. He opened his mouth when he shouldn't have.
Yeah.
And he is backing up now, and is saying that he regrets doing it. And this is where he said, "You're next," to the cop.
Well, I mean, I think if he endorses any kind of product, they should pull all that.
Anybody else, they probably would.
Because I mean, he should get the same treatment as, say, somebody who said something against him. I mean, if people can get fired from their jobs for saying something is stupid. Yeah,
the guy about the teenager in the dress.
Yeah, he said, "You look stupid," and he got fired from his job. Then this man right here needs to get any kind of financial, and like if he's being financially paid for endorsing a product, they need to pull it. I mean, that's just my opinion, but what's good for one's good for him too. So.
And what's good for the goose is good for the gander. Hadn't heard that in a while.
Yeah, I mean, it's just too many double standards in this country right now.
And there's so many sayings that you can't say anymore.
I know. I'm gonna keep saying what I've always said.
Yeah, and I feel the exact same way.
So.
Grow up and put your big boy. What is old saying about putting your big panties on?
Put your big boy britches on.
Something like that. Yeah. So that's out there. Let's see here. Other things that have happened. You never know when you got an idiot that lives in.
Oh Lord, speaking. I'm picking.
But this one, I don't know if there's something more than meets the story right now that they haven't uncovered. But setting somebody's house on fire is a pretty big deal.
Yeah, but to sit in the front yard
and watch it burn,
and watch it while you read a book.
And that happened yesterday. She's being charged with attempted murder.
Yeah.
The lady was in her house, and she set her house on fire.
Yeah, and then kick back in the lawn chair and
Do you
enjoy
see
a good book.
Right there. Let me see if I can click on the picture and make it bigger. Yeah.
If she's sitting that close, she might have some singed eyebrows.
I mean, come on.
Yeah. That's just, look.
That's where she was watching it. She's been, oops, hit the wrong button there. She's been charged. So,
That's just crazy.
doggone.
Let's see, what's this say? Was caught on video dressed in a white tank top and sun hat while sitting with a book in her lap as her Elkton home burst into flames.
Hello.
It's crazy.
That's one of your news stories this morning. So
Crazy.
I don't know how to keep up with people like that. Yesterday, also another cop was ambushed. Have y'all seen any of this? This was in Nashville, I believe. Yeah, Nashville cop. He was lured to a home of a false report of a woman being shot at, and he was ambushed. He's been shot. We hope everything turns out with him. Turns out okay.
Yeah, we just hear this way too much, you know. I do not at all. I'm not surprised that they're having a hard time finding people to work as a cop, you know. But we need them. I mean, regardless of what people say or do, we need cops. We need law enforcement. We need, you know, authority. I mean, without it, everybody's just going to run wild, and it's going to be a lot worse than it is. So.
Have you seen the picture floating around on Facebook of somebody digging a grave and making reference to that, throwing a body in a hole?
No, I have not.
It's out there, and it could turn into that. Jason Sharp said in South Louisiana, the saying is, "What's good for the goose is good for the gooses."
Oh, okay.
Down in Louisiana, where the black trees grow.
Good morning. Jeremiah Johnson says good morning from Seattle.
I have never been
watching.
to Seattle in my life.
I haven't either, but I want to go.
That's a pretty big city, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean it is. I think it's where they have the Space Needle thing or something in it. Where you can go up, and it's a restaurant that kind of circulates as you're sitting in the restaurant.
Since I'm scared of heights, I probably wouldn't partake of that.
I think that's where it's at. But anyway, I'd like to go there.
Because like when they finish 3-foot building, I ain't going there. I'm just going. There's supposed to be a restaurant up there at the top of that floor, isn't it?
I don't know, but I know you said you wasn't ever going back up there. So.
That my days are done. Y'all can have all that. So that's one of the things that's going on there, huh? Yeah. All right, Seattle.
I'm fine going up in a building. Just don't put me out by the ledge. You know.
Where you can see. I always feel like I'm falling. Is my issue there?
I don't like being out, like say at Weidman's, you know, that kind of made me uneasy being out on that ledge up there, you know, where you could go up there. They have the little bar upstairs or whatever. You can walk out there and sit on the terrace and eat your lunch or whatever, you know. That makes me kind of uncomfortable to sit out on something like that. But I don't like heights, so, you know.
I'm with you on that.
It's a wonderful restaurant, though. One of our
Jeremiah apparently
great restaurants.
Got some family or somebody that lives here. He said he lived in Noxapater for a little bit this year, and it was awesome. Okay. Noxapater, salute. That's just due north of here.
I went to school up at Scuba with a girl named Elena that lived in Noxapater. So.
Nice community. Highway 15 to carry you straight on up through there, north of Philadelphia. Met some good folks there. Hey, let's talk about what Tiffany's got going on this week. And always is it tomorrow that we've got the drawing that she's going to be doing it?
Tiffany Blue Decor Boutique. She's located inside the Atrium Mall. She has a booth set up in there with lots of great things in there. If you hadn't seen it, you need to go check it out. But she is giving away a $100 gift certificate for Mother's Day. They're going to be drawing for that tomorrow. And if you just go to the Tiffany Blue Decor Boutique, make a comment, "I love my mama," and that'll enter you automatically into the contest to win the $100 gift certificate.
Right there. A great deal there for you. Also, great things inside that you take advantage of. If you're looking for a knick-knack to make your home look a bit better, from a painting to, lamps or anything like that. Then we get into the dressing the folks is where you know more than I do.
These, like if you're going to the beach this year, this is really cute. I mean, you can go to the beach, put these on, wear them out, go eat, anything. She's got the cutest little furry little house slippers.
Are these only to be used on Saturday, or can you use these Monday through Friday?
I'm sure you can use them anytime. But these would be a wonderful graduation little gift for a girl. Cute tops with the tassels, the bohemian looking sleeves, cute little dresses and earrings, jewelry. Anything you can imagine, she's got it in there. Swimsuit cover-ups. You're going to the beach. You know somebody's going on a senior trip. Drop by there and pick them up one of these because this would be a cute gift.
Or if you know somebody that just needs to cover up, buy one and leave it on their porch. I mean, just go ahead. Do it anonymously.
Oh, my goodness. Scotty
Also,
Ray.
you can get pots and all these great things here. Urns is what they actually call that.
Yes.
To plates to put cookies on and things like that. Mm-hmm.
But she has some original artwork that she's done.
Yeah.
And all of it is framed very nicely. Large paintings for your house. And these cute tea towels.
And
they have cute
they
sayings
should
on
have
them.
this little thing sewed on there that says, "Do not dry your hands on this," because you will get yelled at.
Look, I have a cute
Every
look.
kitchen.
I love tea towels with stuff on them. I have one hanging in my kitchen that says, "I can't eat another bite." Oh, look, there's pie. It's cute.
Check out
So-
Tiffany's Blues Decor Boutique today. You can find it in the Atrium Mall in Meridian or inside the Rustic Couture. One day I'm going to be able to say that properly.
And that is on Archusa Avenue in Quitman.
Yeah, drop in to see them. They'll really appreciate you dropping by and spend a little time with them there.
But if you hadn't gotten a Mother's Day gift, you need to drop by and see what Tiffany's got in there.
Yeah.
Really cute stuff.
Edna Smith Barfield said I was late tuning in this morning. What was y'all's news? We are going to be going to television as well. You'll be able to watch us just like you do now, but it'll also be covered on television here on local television. We're going to be moving to there. So that was our news, Miss Barfield. Appreciate you. You know, you see this, and I don't want anybody to take what I'm going to say wrong. I don't mean any harm in this, but I find it humorous of what her job title is. Now, we've seen all these stories nationwide where school teachers sometimes go after students and they've been arrested, but never have I sat down and read a story where the lunchroom lady was responsible for trying to lure a young man to her house.
I know.
And we've got the first
It's
case.
not a funny subject.
But it is all
And
the same.
I ain't trying to make that, because it is not. I mean, if it was my child, there'd be some
But it's
repercussions.
the lunchroom lady. I mean,
I
come
know.
on.
I mean, what you gonna say? Like, I give you an extra scoop. You
Yeah,
know?
I mean,
I don't know, but that's just twisted.
it's different.
Yeah.
But I have never, really, seriously, just the title of lunchroom lady. That happened down in
She
Louisiana.
has some issues. If it was one of my kids, I'm sure that'd be crazy.
But
I'm
it's
sure there'd be a lot of
usually-
parents.
Yeah, it's usually just the teacher that does that. But because the lunchroom lady does not have as much contact with students.
That's just, I mean, this world that we're living in, though, nothing surprises me really anymore.
No, it can't.
It's just gotten crazy.
I found this and I thought interesting here of the before and after type thing here. Let's go to Las Vegas. They've here they've got some pictures of Las Vegas of what it looks like now, and let's go back a few years of what it used to look like. Look at this in that exact same spot. This is the way they worded it: Vegas before sin, when it was just a railroad town. And you come down. That was that picture here. Look at this, the Arizona Club, and you sweep across. And this is now what is sitting there. Somebody needs to do
It
that with
looks a
some.
lot classier.
Yeah.
Back in the older days.
It
don't you
did.
think?
As you look at that, that was some wood up in there on the front of that, isn't that?
Like, it looks like leaded glass.
Yeah.
and all kind of ironwork. And just
As you go
a lot of-
here, this is
really pretty.
apparently some big canopy. I have never been to Las Vegas.
I
so
haven't either. I've
I
always
hadn't-
thought it would be neat to go just to see all the lights. And stuff. I'm not a big gambler because I am not a lucky person.
Just blow all your money.
Yeah, I just
But that's looks like Main Street drag, and then now this is what is on that same street. That looks a little different. Let's go down here.
Yeah.
Here's one of boy, and that was prettier.
yeah.
I don't care
that
who you are.
was. They kind of ruined the
But
scenery.
there is no telling what that property is worth, is it?
I know.
And let's see here. And this had to be in the 50s of the way the pictures looks. And now it's what's inside thing.
Goodness.
And then here's one more here if you go across of what it looked like. And now, wow, major change there.
It is.
Has anybody ever done that for our area somewhere in Mississippi or Alabama with these type things?
What, looking back? and
Where
then
you can do
looking
the
at-
slide pictures and
I don't know, but I have a book, and I keep saying I've got to get that out to bring it because I have a book about Meridian, and the surrounding areas of Meridian. You know, and it's back in the old days, like it shows old buildings and the streetcars coming through. It shows all of that, and then you can kind of look at it and go, "Oh, that used to be there, but
Yeah.
this is there now." So you don't have the little slide screen, but it kind of gives you an idea. I'm gonna bring it one day.
do that.
And or maybe we can put some pictures, take
Yeah, we can
pictures
scan
of it,
them.
and scan them and put them up for you.
Damon
I think
said
it'd be really neat.
that canopy we showed makes it look like daytime at night, so it's bright all hours of it.
Oh, Okay.
And they're very clever when it comes to gambling, of keeping things a certain temperature in rooms where you don't get sleepy and to where you want to stay. And I'm sure that canopy keeps you in the spirit of
It probably
walking on
does.
down the street there.
You'd be surprised that even like people will play music in restaurants or in department stores that will kind of put you in a different mood. You know, I'm
Yeah.
sure there's marketing ideas out there everywhere to help people spend their money.
Well, oh, you know it is. Perfume dropped at a certain thing.
Yeah.
Do the guys still come around to the tables and serenade? Is that a big thing still?
I haven't been serenaded.
Just asking.
I don't know. I'm sure. I think people used to come around like in fine dining restaurants and play like a violin or something. You know, sometimes you'll have that not locally that I've seen, but now I know that one of our restaurants, I want to say it was the Rustler or something, had somebody playing piano at some point, like a baby grand piano in there. I think that'd be nice.
I ate at a fancy restaurant one time and they played Phantom of the Opera and I wanted to take the piano and chunk it from him. That is just not my forte.
Yeah.
There was other people around seemed to really dig it, but opera music while I ate, all I could hear was
I'm
that.
not a big opera music fan because it makes me nervous.
It made me nauseous. I'll be honest about
All
it.
that high pitched hollering stuff in different languages.
We
makes me
may have
nervous.
found the perfect Mother's Day gift to give. It's the gift that keeps on giving. Have you seen this headline story? Stacey Abrams used to write love novels.
Oh,
And they're
really?
going to hit the shelves once again. They're going to be reprinted.
Her pen name, Selena Montgomery.
So there you go. And this is the lady that ran for governor in Georgia. Now, I have no idea what the stories are about, what they're based on. I hadn't dug into that, but I'm sure they're going to sell some now.
Yeah, they probably will.
So we'll keep you up to date on that story also as it comes up. Have you ever watched Storage Wars?
Yes, I have, where they open the storage buildings
Yeah.
and then they sit there and bid on them. And
Well,
a lot of it seems scripted to me.
I think
you know.
what was that? The Yip guy. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
like him.
I'm surprised they hadn't scrapped out there. I'm talking about like got in a big old physical fight.
Because, at the
people get
end
it.
of that show, they'll take this stuff and somebody will value and say, oh, it's worth such and such. Ain't nothing worth anything until you actually sell it.
Uh-huh.
And some of those prices that they're given, I don't believe. I mean, there's no way some of that is valued at what they get told it's worth.
Yeah.
It's only that if you sell it. There used to be another rival to that show to where they actually went and sold it and then said, all right, this is what we made.
Yeah, they just bid. They bid on the thing. They'll open the door and you don't know what's in there. You might see something real fancy up front and it might make you feel like, oh, there's lots of stuff in there that's worth a lot of money.
Yeah.
So people bid a lot of money. And then sometimes they win the bid and then they start going through all the stuff and it's just a bunch of junk.
And there's always that one guy, the older guy, the silver hair,
Yeah.
he apparently can't bid because he goes bankrupt. He'd have to be bankrupt by
Yeah.
now.
Yeah.
But the auctioneer, you know who him and his wife that are on there, he got bit by a dog.
Oh, is he the one?
This guy right here, he got bit by a dog this week and almost lost his entire finger.
Goodness.
They were able to reattach it, but he's making headlines.
So that's a husband and a wife? I
Yeah.
didn't realize they were husband and wife. Okay.
And then, that other, I think they're having issues, the blonde-headed girl, Brandy, that's on there, I think.
She used to have brown hair, I think. But
Yeah.
she and her husband.
Yeah, I think they've had or partner or whatever. I don't know
Yeah,
if they're
whatever they're called,
Yeah,
but-
but I think they've had some issues there. You'll be scrolling through Facebook and it'll be the hot chick Brandy, I think is what they call her. I'm thinking, hot?
Yeah.
What y'all talking about, Willis? But
Goodness.
that's making it. And we brought this up too of lumber prices going up. Average now, and this is just like a 1,500, 1,600 square foot house. They're saying this is the value. $36,000 more to build it right now because of the lumber prices
Well,
up.
the last I heard was 24,000, so it must be
Up,
just steadily climbing. Yeah, they're saying add $36,000 to whatever you thought your home was going to cost to build,
Right.
because that's how much the lumber is gone up. So
Have
let's
mercy.
pray that goes back down. We'd love to be able to build a house, but at these prices, I could not build what I want to build. You know what I'm saying? I would
Yeah.
have to settle for something a lot smaller than what I want. I don't want a humongous house, but when you take that step to build a home and you want it
It's
like you want
scary.
it, then why would you want to settle? Why not just wait and hope for prices to come down.
You got to do what you got to do on
Keep
that.
packing your money back.
Yeah. Damon said that the Brandy and them, they are actually divorced, her and her husband, and they only act married for the TV show.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. I didn't know that. That's interesting there. Let's see here. What else is
So they're
happening?
business partners now.
Yeah, I guess that's what you'd call it. Duggar, he's being released on it, and it's a serious list of stuff that he cannot do. If you go down into this, he had more than 200 child porn images that was seized on the computer, and you didn't know that. And the cop says it was the top 5 of worst he had ever seen that they seized. Mm-hmm. So nobody knew this about this guy.
I mean, is this his mugshot? Because, like, if you've been accused of stuff, would you have a little smirk on your face?
He's got a smirk.
Really?
Let's see here. I don't believe in this stuff, but I'm going to put it out there because Birmingham has put it out there. And some people figure out how to make money off this to where they'll get a cheap gun that's not worth it. They're doing a buyback in Birmingham, Alabama. So if you're going to be in that way and you got a cheap gun, and I
that
can't.
That looks a little damaged right there on the bottom.
Now, the news article, for the best I've glanced through it, does not. You're going to get Walmart gift cards. It's not telling how much. So there you go.
Good luck with that. I don't know how many people would turn in their guns for some Walmart gift cards.
Yeah, and usually they do this of no questions asked in case you stole them and you're trying to get money.
Yeah.
But that's a shame for good guns to go to waste like that.
Mm-hmm.
But Birmingham is doing that, and that's in my opinion. You may not agree with me, but we're both entitled to our opinions of what we think is right.
Yeah.
But Birmingham doing that, that's one of the closest. I hadn't heard one being any closer to us than that before. First one I've seen there.
Yeah. Damon Reagan says that there's a guy that does balloon animals for you while you eat. And I've seen
David Talley, I think.
I'm not
it's
sure.
David.
I'm not sure, but he's super nice.
Yeah.
A super nice
Does
guy.
the twisty things?
Yeah, when my other kids were younger, I think we went to a pizza place, maybe when we had CC's Pizza. I don't even know.
About 42 years ago?
I mean, it was not that long ago, Scotty Ray, thank you. But anyway, he does the little balloon animals. Super, super nice guy. I don't know if you could hire him for birthday parties, but
I'm sure
he'd be a great little act at birthday parties.
He's good at what he does.
Oh, yeah. Kids love that kind of stuff, too. Mm-hmm. I mean, adults even kind of love it.
Yeah, they do.
I've sat there and tried to make one. Mine looks awful.
I can't even blow up a balloon.
I'd be twisting them, and you go, "What? Now, what's this supposed to be? What's this supposed to be?"
Have you ever been asked to blow up a kid's balloon? You know, like
yeah,
the
and
big
I feel
ones?
like I feel lightheaded when I get done. Yeah.
And then, and I guess now you can go buy the helium and try to do it yourself there.
Yeah, we bought the little helium tank and stuff like that. I usually just go up to the pig up at
In
Piggly
Collinsville.
Wiggly in Collinsville, and they'll blow me up some up there.
It's a lot simpler, isn't it?
It is, and they're super nice.
As we turn to the Lauderdale County Farm Supply, the doors are wide open, and with sunshine coming in this weekend, what a better place to come and check it all out. Short sleeve season is in. If you're needing a short sleeve shirt, they've got plenty to choose from. Top water bait shirts, they look great. You'll like those. Bless you with great sayings all across them there. And any clothing that you're looking for, it's a big clothing department there. Sometimes you can't find your overalls, but they got them.
I know. They got some cute T-shirts.
Still got some yard ornaments there for you there to take care of you, from water fountains to big chickens and peacocks and all kinds of things, to the best flowers that you'll find anywhere around, because spring is here. As we go through this, what's the pink flower you think?
Which one over here?
Here on the right, the lighter shade one.
I cannot think of what that's called.
We're going to call
like
it the pink flower.
Yeah.
They got plenty of those at the
I can't
co-op.
think of what it's called.
But hand baskets and all of these, and I almost want to call that an elephant ear. I may be wrong, but
It does kind of look like elephant ear. It could be a type of a caladium. They call them caladiums.
she done whooped out a word I have never heard of before.
But it could be elephant ear type things, but they're kind of all in the same little category.
Got you there. Anything that you're looking for, getting your garden going right now, if you're getting ready to plant watermelons, they've got plenty of seed to do that as well, to ferns. They'll look great in your yard. If you need a fruit tree, they got that also. And those bare spots in the yard, if you're looking for centipede, if you're looking for St. Augustine, check all that out. As we get into the fire ants that just will not go away, tons of that as well. And we go down with disinfectant. We got a new type of boot, the Twisted X there, the lace-up type, if you need one of those. And all your feed, seed, and guns, yeah, all in one place there at the Lauderdale County Farm Supply. Exit 151 off the interstate there. So what goes on today? What is going on in your world?
Well, I have got to go to work first thing, and today's a late day. Thursdays are late for me, so And I've got to go get birthday presents and graduation stuff. And I mean, I'm behind this week. I should have done it all Monday when I had the rest of the day off, but I thought I would have the rest of the week
Didn't
to get
happen.
things done, and it has not worked out for me. Bad weather put a big old dent in that day.
Yeah.
I'll get it done though somehow.
Kenny Mona said that plant was a geranium.
Okay.
Okay, now now that
The
we
one
know-
on the left was a geranium.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know that the one that the other one that
Yeah.
you're talking about, some kind of tropical plant, and I would know, and I can't.
So
figure it
you're
out.
good on the plant side, and I can tell you about what happened in history last year.
Yeah. So.
As we mentioned, and this will be pretty neat if when we go. Again, the show will remain here, but we're also going to be on television. But it will be, I don't know of another television show that you can actually talk to them live and
Right.
respond back and forth with the audience ever.
Yeah. So we'll still be able to get everybody's comments.
Yeah.
And we can read them, but we'll be reading your comment on TV.
Yeah. So that's coming in a couple of weeks. We'll that's on MeTV here in Meridian. We'll have more stories developing with that, or stories, but more information.
I think that was Christy Belk says hibiscus. I think that was a hibiscus on the right.
It was?
It was a geranium on the left. But yeah,
Hibiscus. Who comes up with these plant names?
I know a lot of people do. But speaking of comments, we welcome everybody's comments,
You're right.
and we know that not everybody has a positive comment. But we do ask for people to keep them appropriate.
Yeah.
So, because this is a show where we like appropriate comments.
Yeah. Every now and then something weird
But
happens.
everybody's got an opinion, and
Yeah.
everybody is entitled to their opinion, and we want to hear your opinion. We just want everybody to keep it appropriate. So,
Yeah.
anyway.
Old Candace on the prowl there.
Anyway, but y'all are what makes us
Oh, couldn't do it without you.
a good show. Because, I mean, we love getting your comments and interacting with you. And I wish we could do the phone thing sometime. And we might get to that point.
Yeah.
Eventually. I think
Yeah,
it would
we
be
got to
nice.
get some more equipment that is coming.
Right.
It'll come in that way. As we, and all of this, when it began, was just a thought of when I was trying to decide what to do, where to go. And it's great that a small thought has turned into what it is now.
Yeah. I mean, it's steadily gotten bigger and grown. And this is a good step, though, I think.
It is.
In a different direction. So.
All right. We will be back in the morning to end your Friday tomorrow morning. Like it or not, we're coming back.
I do have to mention this is funny because Damon Reagan, he does throw us the facts that we're looking for a lot of times, So earlier he said if y'all need a sports announcer, he could do that.
Yeah.
And he says, instead of a sports guy, I could be a random facts guy. So we're gonna be looking to Damon Reagan for facts.
Oh, that would do good there. Let's see. You should do a live video chat on YouTube with some viewers also.
That'd be a good thing.
Yeah. And this does go to YouTube at the same
The
time.
dog over here. Sorry.
Oh, she'll be okay there. We all get a call. But yeah, you can comment from YouTube as well, and it comes to here. And you might be talking about something I don't even know how to do.
Yeah.
But
I bet we can figure it out.
I'll get with our technical team and find out what that means.
Yeah.
So again, we appreciate y'all joining us this morning as we head for a high of about 77. We started out cool in the 50s this morning. So all right, we'll be back tomorrow.
It's cool.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank y'all. Have a blessed day.
Scotty Ray's Weather is brought to you by